Welcome back. A tense day in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and the jury still deliberating but making some requests. Take a listen.
All right, we're back, and the appearances are as before, except that the jury's upstairs and has set us an inquiry. Question number 3: Do we view videos in private or in courtroom? So my nightmare has come true. And then, do you need to know exact exhibit number of video or photo? So that's the easy part. Any suggestions?
Well, Your Honor, we can show them the videos here in the courtroom. We've previously discussed this issue, and I understand the court's personal feelings about it, but I do believe the law is clear that we have to show it to them in the courtroom. I don't believe that we can give them a laptop and let them view it in private. So we have our laptop ready to go, plugged into the system, so if they give us any numbers that they want to see, we should be able to pull them up for them.
Your Honor, I agree with the first part of that. I don't know what exhibits the jurors wish to see. We, the defense, has a real problem with them seeing the drone footage. And
they don't want them to see the drone footage. Let me show it to you. Take a look. Here's the drone footage. The defense does not want this jury to see. This is a piece of it, zoomed in. There's another part of the drone video, the beginning, that is the real point of controversy in all of this. So the question is, what are they going to see? What did they see today? Let's bring in Court TV legal correspondent Chanley Painter, who's joining us live from Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's all about the videos today.
All about the videos today, Vinny. This jury requesting to see a handful of key videos, and they were allowed to later this afternoon. Here's what they requested. They wanted to see the live stream video of Gage Grosskreutz that was introduced into evidence. They also wanted to watch again what has been referred to as BG on the scene. That's video we've all seen so many times of the shootings that night, and the FBI infrared aerial video with the marks on it showing where Rosenbaum's, Minsky's, Rittenhouse, that key video. And they wanted again to watch the drone video, like you said, that controversial drone video. In fact, this afternoon they had the courtroom to themselves. The courtroom was turned into a jury room before the judge sent everyone else out of the room. The jurors entered. They looked eager to watch some of the video. In fact, many of them sat in seats closest to the big TV screens, and they were in there for about 45 minutes, and they could watch any of the videos as many times as they wanted, Vinny.
And they should. It's evidence in the case. It is a recording of the alleged crimes. It's a recording of the shootings. It is the most important evidence in the case, and they should be able to see it as many times as they want, and that's good that they did. And you wonder what's going on there, because some of these videos, as you said, have been available for months, and people look at it and see completely different things, and I wonder if that's going on in that jury room. I have an understanding that you spoke with the defense team today.
I did. I wanted to find out how Kyle is holding up. The jury has his case in their hands now for more than 16 hours, and we didn't see him inside the courtroom as much today, or his family, so I inquired on how he's doing, and his defense team said that he's doing well. He's doing okay. All things considered, Vinny. I mean, of course, he's nervous with his life in the jury's hands, but I do know that his family is waiting up there with him inside the courthouse on standby for any word from this jury.
Yeah, everything is at stake, right? You know, if you're a defendant and you're facing life in prison and the jury's out deliberating, every night could be your last night of freedom for the rest of your life. So I can understand how tense that is, and it's as tense for the victims and their families. You know, my loved one was shot and killed. Is someone going to be held responsible? Is someone going to get away with it? And it's tough for them to go through that. I've spoken to folks on both sides through the years, and it is what it is. It's It's excruciating for both sides as this jury deliberates. So I want to get back to that drone video, and it's caused so much controversy. It is part of a motion for a mistrial. Where exactly are we on all of that? Because is it true that this video actually did not really exist until the middle of the trial, and the defense didn't get it until the trial was over? At least the evidence part of the trial?
That is what the defense has outlined in their written motion for a mistrial. One of the many grounds they allege here. Let's take a look at this part of the motion. It says, on November 5th, 2021, the 5th day of trial, Vinny, in this case, the prosecution turned over to the defense footage of a drone video which captured some of the incident on August 25th, 2020. The problem is the prosecution gave the defense a compressed version of the video. What that means is the video provided to the defense was not as clear as the video kept by the state. The video, which was in the state's possession, wasn't provided to the defense until after the trial concluded. So here, Benny, the defense is alleging that the prosecution purposefully sent them a compressed version of that key drone controversial video that the judge almost didn't even allow into evidence or for the jury to see because it was so difficult to see what the state wants the jury to see, which is Kyle allegedly pointing his rifle at the Zeminskis right before Rosenbaum starts to chase him. And that's part of the first shooting here. But the prosecution today inside the court, the judge has not ruled on this motion for a mistrial yet because he wants the prosecution to have time to respond in a written motion, a written response. But today inside the courtroom, the prosecutors did say that, well, virtually they practically blamed it on the defense, Vinny, that they didn't have the correct software to download this version of the video, and it was basically their fault that they had a compressed version. But again, the defense is saying, look, this state's video is 3 times clearer and better quality than what we had. And today they told the court if they had that better version, they would have reevaluated the strategy of their defense, and they asked for a mistrial.
It's big. It's huge. I mean, this is another issue that we're now checking off a bunch of issues that are obvious to be part of any appeal if and when there's a conviction in this case. It's pretty shocking that all this came up in the middle of the video. All right, Chanley Painter live in Kenosha tonight. I know we're going to speak again in the next hour. Thank you so much. I want to take a minute here to tell you about another great trial